Hey guys, I'm back. Well, I was back,
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Following. If you're a regular viewer of Nuke's Top 5, then you probably remember Czech ghost hunter ILM Bono Paranormal.
I do
I
indeed.
featured some of his previous terrifying explorations at an abandoned car factory in the past.
Missed.
No way. No way. No!
Piss off.
The old car factory in the city of Ostrava, Czech Republic, has been abandoned for almost 60 years after a large explosion took the lives of several workers. Locals claim that the angry spirits of the deceased workers still haunt the decaying old factory.
Just get an exorcist in there. Boom, problem solved.
At the end of his previous exploration, Bono fled in terror, but his viewers wanted to see more.
Because they're
So
pricks.
reluctantly, ILM and Bono once again
If I
returns
was told
to
to go
the spooky
somewhere
abandoned
haunted
car
where I
factory.
saw some
And
scary
this
shit, I go
time,
like,
even though he's understandably
bitch, come
very
with me.
nervous,
I ain't going
he
alone.
promises
Fuck
his new
you.
audience that he'll do his best to keep calm and not run away from anything. But
And
it
that's
turns
how
out
people
that
die.
promise might be a bit hard to keep.
This room,
Okay, I'm turning it down because it does get loud at some point.
because in the previous video I ran from it, and a lot of you hated me for running from this room.
Dude,
I will try
just
not to
because you
away
run from something does not mean you're scared. It means you're smart. Okay, guys, you see something big coming towards you. First instinct. What do you do? Run away, stay or fight, or just cry like a little bitch?
You won't believe me. I just got spooked by my hair. Well,
I have that loads of time, mate.
I'm a real ghost hunter.
The nervous ghost hunter actually gets spooked by his own hair, but he laughs it off and continues. As he makes his way through dark, winding hallways deeper and deeper into the abandoned factory, he starts to get an uneasy feeling that he might not be alone.
Je tu někdo se mnou v téhle
Yeah, that's
místnosti?
just called paranoia. Fuck
A
you.
door slams shut somewhere near the frightened ghost hunter. As he tries to find the source of the loud sound, he finds an open door into a small bathroom area. Now, what's especially odd is that the door to the bathroom area had been locked shut earlier, making the room inaccessible. But now,
See, I don't get it. If ghosts want to try and get you to leave, why not open the doors towards an exit?
And begins to explore.
Because that just makes no sense if you're trying to lead them further in.
Haló? Jste někdo? I hear something, bro. From this place.
Hmm? Bullshit!
No. Já jsem tu přišel jenom pro leda, já jsem chtěl jenom nějaké fotky. Já to ne...
If only in anime is the protagonist is able to explain himself that quickly.
Did you see it? When looking
Duh.
into the last bathroom stall, the sight of an unexpected dark figure sends Bono running out into the hallway. He assumes that he has stumbled upon a homeless person or some other stranger. So Bono calls out, explaining that he's only there to explore, nothing else. When no one answers, Bono carefully walks back toward the stall.
Imagine if that was like an actual person, like a murderer, and was getting ready to...
Hello? No freaking way. There is literally no one.
There's no one there.
Of course there is.
Later in the investigation, Bono heads to a room in the abandoned car factory which seems to be the most supernaturally active. Bono has caught several frightening unexplained occurrences in this room.
This...
If you guys first watched my my first Nuke Top 5 video, I think it was the one where there was that creepy doll thingy going like slowly getting into the camera. Like,
This is the closet.
I'll tell you one thing, I could not sleep for about 5 weeks because every time I woke up from sleep, I was terrified that if I looked around, I would just eventually see a head moving towards my cone of vision as I turned my head around to look up towards the top of my bed. Like, can you imagine that? Someone just
aggressive.
going like that over your sleep. I mean, I'd only be comfortable letting my girlfriend Sarah do that. Like,
so I also wanted to check.
sorry.
Almost immediately, the door of a fridge swings open on its own, and Bono just leaves.
Yep.
But no matter where Bono goes, something seems to be following him.
About 11:40, and I only woke up at like 9:37. I feel like I should have my brightness up.
I'm sorry, that was too aggressive.
Hang on a
The
sec.
unexplained activity only seems to get even more aggressive as Bono explores the abandoned factory. It's almost as if something just does not want him there.
Well,
As Bono
if
heads
I was
down one
a
of the dark
ghost and
hallways
I
of the
died
creepy
there, I'd
abandoned
want my
building,
death place to
things
be,
take
like,
yet another
undisturbed. I don't
terrifying
want some
turn.
rando person going in, walking in, acting like he owns the place. I mean, I died here.
One more thing that I wanted to show you.
Piss the fuck off.
What the fuck?
These ghosts really don't like him.
I said I won't be scared. Let's go. Hello? Hello? Heter jag då?
The sound of glass falling to the floor catches Bono's attention, and as he turns around, the same shadow figure he saw earlier seems to be
That
watching
just
him.
looks like a guy in a
He
hoodie.
gathers his courage and walks back to investigate.
Who here agrees with me that that guy looks like a hoodie?
Bono basically says that he is done. He ends the investigation and leaves the factory. So did Bono capture real ghost activity on camera? Are the ghosts of the workers that passed away inside the factory angry
Well, unless
that he
one
has
of the-
disturbed them? Or is
Well, unless
it all
one of them
just
was wearing a
another
hoodie on the day
hoax?
they died, I'm saying definitely.
You can watch Bono's entire 6-part series at
That
the
one
Abandoned
that's
Car
just
Factory
looking around the
over on his YouTube channel,
corner just
ILM
scares me.
Bono Paranormal. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Forgotten.
Oh, by the way, guys, my dad, he makes scary stories. I've got and my dad actually did get asked by a movie director if he to make him into a movie, but my dad turned it down for some reason.
But just like everyone else, Yoon Shawan can occasionally get a little spooked, sometimes by something silly.
My girlfriend is like one of the most. I mean, she can embrace death like.
Yoon Shawan completely forgets that he's using a Spirit Box phone app when suddenly a loud voice from the app warns him, "Be careful." Yoon gets jump scared by his own app and flies into a bit of a rage.
Every Fortnite player ever.
So, one dark and stormy night, Yoon finds himself in a strange house that has a bit of a creepy past. Locals say that the house was built on top of a graveyard.
Of course it
And some of
was.
the graves were never moved. Yoon has no idea why the property was abandoned, but he is determined to find out. He sets up a REM pod EMF detector at the front doorway entrance, and similar to before, he then completely forgets about it.
진짜 씨. 쟤 놀래서 그런 게 아니에요. 놀래서 그런 게 아니라 장비 잘 작동하고 있는지 확인해서 그런 겁니다.
Yoon jokes around and boldly claims that he's not scared. But soon things become a bit scarier for the ghost hunter, as he wanders too close to his own REM pod and accidentally sets it off himself. So Yoon decides to use a phone app called Snow that, similar to Snapchat, can detect faces and then add a filter or mask.
Yeah,
and
no,
things get
no.
a bit creepy.
The way this thing is used is extreme bullshit.
그럼 보시면 돼요.
Thank you.
손을 한번 해볼게요.
It's not for detecting ghosts.
여기 듯이
So, therefore, if it's not for no electronic app you can use will... Nothing electronical, nothing like that. Nothing will... No app on a phone can fucking do that, okay? I made a mistake by downloading a ghost detector. Everyone's gone through that phase where they believe that ghosts are real and they just can't see them. Everyone's gone through that phase. And we have an EMF idiots. Okay. Dude, EMFs are fake. A room.
홀로신인 줄 알았네. 뭐야? 야, 이 땅으로 다 된 거야? 잠깐만.
Yeah, it doesn't want you there. Get out.
The app on his phone seems to be picking up a face right in front of a closed door. When he kicks it open, he discovers an empty room. The door then slams shut on its own. Now, this could be explained away as a draft of air blowing the door closed.
It is because no later
is a little harder to explain.
Because no later in the video,
right in front of the mysterious closing door, and then continues to use the phone face detecting app. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Because later in the video, saying very, 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 very easy to explain happens, and it's not even.
수업 뜨면서 올렸지. 와, 씨. 이 시절 좀 무서워진다, 저거. 잠깐 그 앞쪽으로 나와줄 수 있어요? 뭐야?
I don't know what's happening, but I know it's not ghosts, okay? I know that's a lot to say because I'm not there and I can't feel the essence of the... Guys, those of you who believe in ghosts, okay, that's good because it means you have an imagination and it means that you could be well right. But so far, my dad has proved many... I've made him watch Nuke's Top 5 with me, and he's been able to, so far, explain every single one.
The phone app seems to see a face
Everyone.
right in front of the door, and this time the REM pod also
And
detects
a good point is,
Then when
why
the door
is
slams
it
shut,
two
each one
things?
gets the scare of a lifetime.
Why is it that
However,
only the
most
ghosts
terrifying
are in
part of his time inside
spooky
the house
buildings
is not
and not like in a
what he
modern
saw
day
or
art
heard.
gallery?
You see,
And why is
earlier
it?
in the night, when the REM pod at the front entrance suddenly detects movement, Yoon captures something on camera without even knowing it. Something
Right.
downright chilling.
Now, when he looks outside... Now, if you didn't see it, guys, I don't blame
The
you.
strange room slowly opens right in front of him, and then the REM pod
Wind?
right behind him detects movement. When he turns around, Yoon captures what appears to be a figure outside the house.
Everything
walking
else is
from right
also
to
moving.
left.
It's
Whatever
wind.
it is seems to only be visible on camera because Yoon just doesn't see it.
Because it's
He only
wind.
discovered this creepy capture after going back through his footage later. So, what
He
do
didn't
you
fake
think?
it, just the
Is
environment
real,
made it look fake.
Or is it all just a hoax? As always, you decide. You can check out this full video over on the YouTube channel Shawan Yoon. Attachment. Ghost hunting brothers Josh, Sean, and Rocky Foreman from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series were contacted by a family in Bloomington, Indiana, who claimed that they were experiencing a terrifying and violent haunting inside their home. The family claims they see the hooded apparition of a man in their bedrooms late at night, and they've witnessed the spirit of a young girl running through their house. But that's not all. Water faucets in the house turn on by themselves. The family hears unexplained talking and banging. During the night, something tugs at their blankets, and they find random unexplained bruises all over their bodies. But most
shame that they only showed one of the family members with bruises on their faces.
For hours, putting the entire family in grave danger. The homeowner, Ron Hudson,
Course it was.
Strange activity could possibly be caused by the restless spirit of his deceased brother.
They didn't by any chance try to, like, set this up, like, months in advance.
And his remains are in this box. This is the urn type thing that they put those ashes in after cremation. So
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, chuck the ashes into, like, the person's favourite place.
Ron Hudson's brother doesn't really explain the violent nature of the haunting. After all that has happened to the family, the mother and daughter, Virginia and G. Marie, believe that the supernatural presence in their home might be something much more sinister.
Of course it
The
is.
Foreman brothers stay overnight to investigate the paranormal activity inside the home.
And also, my
During
dad
their
said,
investigation, they capture
if
unexplained
ghosts did
figures on their
exist,
SLS
then his
camera.
dog,
They catch
Sam,
strange
which he
voices
loved
on their spirit
very,
box.
very much.
I feel like it's cold.
So, animals come, mainly dogs come to us in our dire need, like when we're on the verge of death or when we're in a really shitty mood. Correct?
Go by the bad. Oh,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Now,
we can see you. Are you evil?
but, so, here's the thing. If ghosts were
Now, all of the
real,
evidence that they
then
capture is
Sam,
pretty creepy.
my dad's dog
But when the
Sam,
three brothers sit down to
would
interview
have
Mom, Virginia,
been there for my
they
dad.
capture
Like, he would have
something
the dog would have shown himself and
terrifying.
made himself, like,
Always see
aware
shadows
for
a
him.
lot. I'm always thinking somebody's behind me.
Looked like a shadow went straight through that room over there. Those two sitting on the
Same
couch
jacket.
behind there.
Same
Nobody else
freaking
went out with us.
jacket.
So to see something walk through there, I can't explain it.
An unexplained figure is seen walking behind Virginia in the hallway. Now keep in mind, the
Do I need to
entire
even
family and all of the
explain?
Foreman brothers are sitting in the living room at the time of this recording. There is no one else in the house. So just who or what is that? Could it be that Ron Hudson is right? Is it his brother walking towards his own death?
No, it's just the family faking it.
Much more
He said,
dark
most
and
probably said
sinister.
he was going to the
As
bathroom.
always, I leave it up to you
Boom.
to decide. You can check out this full video and many
Debunked,
more great
you
paranormal
assholes.
investigations
Fucking
over on the channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series. Grave. Paranormal YouTuber and Facebook live streamer
Oh,
El Payaso de la Toledo sets out to investigate the allegedly haunted Los Moches Cemetery in Mexico. He's joined by his friends and fellow video creators Lorena Jacobo and Munra Vlogs. The investigators head to the graveyard to investigate the alleged paranormal sightings of the, quote, Lady in the White Jacket, a local paranormal legend of a ghost woman who is said to walk the cemetery. However, once the group begins their investigation and invites the spirits of the old cemetery to show themselves, they don't see the Lady in the White Jacket, but it seems they might have disturbed an entirely different spirit in the Los Moches Cemetery. El Payaso de la Toledo broadcast the entire investigation live to his Facebook page as the three friends witnessed something absolutely terrifying.
See, you can't use special effects to fake a live stream. I think that's true, but you can use other things. You can actually use actors, or you can use wires to make stuff move on their own. But the fact that what happens, the thing doesn't Out of everything I've got to say, that's most probably the scariest thing in this clip.
Pasó un niño, güey. Pasó un niño, güey.
Okay.
Pasó un niño por aquí.
Por aquí, payaso.
So we all saw that. There was like some sort of...
Para acá se metió. Sí.
See, I don't understand this.
Investigator Munra Vlogs blows air into his hand to make some sort of call, possibly to create energy for the spirits to use to manifest themselves. And that's when the figure of a small pale child can be seen running across the cemetery path. The creepy apparition disappears behind the gravestones. Now, keep in mind that this is all being streamed live as the team immediately goes looking for the mysterious child. And that's when things get even stranger.
¿En dónde estás?
See, every child I know that is like all there in the head is terrified of graves, right? Correct? I don't know a single child that is fine being around dead people. So, going to a cemetery even in the dark is pretty terrifying. So,
¿Anda un niño aquí?
¿Hoy? ¿Sí? No, ese marico como que abrieron una reja o una puerta, güey.
I don't know how, but I think this child is like related to these guys.
When calling out
Yeah, but if the child got...
investigators hear unexplained cries.
Although...
They have no idea why a child would possibly be in the graveyard this late at night, and they continue searching out of concern for the child. But when it becomes clear that there is no one else in the cemetery, they start to believe that they might have witnessed an actual child spirit. They change tactics and start to ask the spirit to once again appear before their eyes.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to be a bit more specific than that. If you want a child to appear before your eyes, you're gonna have to like say camera distance in front of me before my eyes, not like halfway across the cemetery graveyard.
¿Dónde estás?
Now imagine if ghosts do exist, but they can't actually do anything in our world. Like they can't like they can't physically move shit, and then they're actually in front of us, like waving their hands and all that. Like, but the camera can't see them.
Aquí corrió algo.
Aquí estás, niño.
Hello, niño.
Ándalo a ver. Mira, espérame.
But I'll give you a 10 out of 10 for this guy's steady camera when he saw the ghost. I'll give him that. He's better than the cameraman that did all the camera work in the Michael Bay movies.
Por aquí pasó, güey. Si es un niño. A ver, güey.
Strange sounds seem to surround the three investigators, and again, the figure of a small child runs across the cemetery path, disappearing amongst the gravestones. The team runs to find the child, but there's no one there. The mysterious child seems to have disappeared into thin air. So the Mexican ghost hunter El Payaso de la Toledo and his friends Lorena Jacobo and Munra Vlogs capture the ghost of a restless child playing amongst the tombstones? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Unholy.
The kid's just got to be related to one of them, because no child I know would ever head to a graveyard.
To a new abandoned location. This time he explores the first Hungarian Reformed church in Cleveland, Ohio. Built in 1904, the church was in use for almost 100 years before it was abandoned in 2003. It has sat empty for almost 18 years. But vandalism and the elements have taken their toll on the old church. It now exists in a severe state of decay. Christopher records as he explores the church grounds, finding an old piano and a broken-down electric organ. As he plays around with the dead keys of the old organ, the explorer captures something very creepy and unexpected on camera.
You know, people who vandalise a property, it's a bit weird that they didn't get scared out of the place, isn't it? You know, that is a bit weird. Unless the vandalists have are extremely high, then now, I didn't see anything come from the roof. From, you know, old buildings, whenever a train moves by, dust or something comes down from the ceiling, because, you know, in those... So, it definitely isn't that, so... And it doesn't look like...
The keys of the broken electric organ make no sound, but suddenly the piano across the room blasts out a note, as if something unseen slammed down on one of its keys. Christopher is shocked and makes his way over to the piano to check it out, but he finds nothing out of the ordinary. Then a chair suddenly tips over by itself. The urban explorer has had enough and decides to just get out of there.
Common sense to them.
Quick exit, we can hear the loud, unexplained sounds of unknown objects crashing to the floor right behind him. So did Chris capture paranormal activity inside the 100-year-old church? Let me know what you think. You can check out this full video and more creepy explorations over on his YouTube channel, Urbex Hill. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram there and on Twitter there, and I'll see you next week.
So, Nuke's top 5 should be Nuke's top 5 video should be coming out this week. I'll try and catch it, okay? I'll try and do a recording of it as it comes out. Yeah. I finally figured out how to get a banner icon on my channel, and if you guys know, this character is one of them. And yes, that is a minigun. Made by moi. So yeah. Peace out. Oh, for God's sake. I had a new catchphrase, but I forgot.